Ladies and gentlemen, for everybody joining in now, this is the third try of duolckrad versus the round of 64 ESOC Spring Championships 2017 on the map Tassili. And last two games we had a problem with the recording of the game. This time we will start without the record game enabled, so this time it should all work properly. And yeah, let's go right into it.
Let's do it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're finally starting now. And yeah, we already discussed the matchup a little bit before, because this is the first try for this matchup. And of course we have India versus Ottoman. Ryan, what do you think we can expect from this matchup on this map?
Yeah, I think it's going to probably be mostly colonial. I'd be surprised if Ottoman can really do whatever they want. They can go for fast fortress or colonial, but we see a lot of like Janibus Husk kind of like timing attacks on the aggro, where you just have like double or triple their army population when you push. And with the units being so tanky, it's kind of hard to deal with. So I think that's what we'll probably see. But like I said, there could be some fast fortress type play involved too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Ottoman still has a lot of choices for them. India probably indeed going something in the second ace based, but it's a 400 wood start, looks like 400 wood, and of course a food crate also for the Indian player. Ottoman will use this for their trade post right away, and India is going to use it for their villagers. So this is definitely going to help him for his villager production. And let's see for any important treasures here.
Yeah, I mean, there's the 70 food into space, and then there's the 165 coin down here.
There's 2 times 70 food at the top also, so if India spots
those are the two things for him to get, really.
Yeah, they are really huge. Some small coin treasures and 2 times XP, and that's really it. Yeah, a coin treasure. So nothing being picked up yet, only the very small things, the muskrats and the hummingbirds, but nothing too important yet.
Yeah, and finding that it's unfortunate for you didn't see the 70 food or scout up there, but he's going to go for this coin treasure, and the way that Duck's scouting tells me he's definitely going to find it. He doesn't have like wood saved up or anything for a TP, so
yeah.
He's gonna walk straight into it right now, actually. If you watch,
yeah, he's going to run into this treasure, a 165 coin treasure. One of the outlaws is now dead, but duolckrad going in. Oh, he can finish it. He can finish it. If he shoots it now, he can take it. Go. Yes.
Yep,
he was definitely first. Perhaps he gets stunned. No stun on him. 165 is his, and that also got his monks a little bit damaged. So nice job.
Yeah, it was a good job by him to make sure that that treasure didn't get stolen or anything.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very nice move by him. First finish the one outlaw and then use your crack shot on the second one. 3 settlers now out. And that going without a house. Definitely a 10-10 here. So he built no house. He went straight for 800 food and made his fort. So he's a little bit in a rush.
Yeah, he's building it in base. An in-base 10-10 feels really bad to me. I'm not sure what that's going to do, right? So like, how do you? That was a good job setting up the spread of the elephants there, but like, why do you 10-10? I guess, and you still got a Vil even on the aggro too, which is also interesting, right?
Yeah,
he's really committed to aging up quickly.
He's really crippling his eco early on by not building more than 10 villagers and by using a villager on the fort.
Yeah,
and he's not using it. Yeah, he's not using it to be aggressive.
Probably, so.
He's going to be using all this rush to be very defensively, very early on, get his fort up early. And Let's see
Yeah.
if duolckrad will actually scout that, because he hasn't scouted it yet, I believe. But now he will run into his base. So. And yeah, definitely scouted it. He's got a house now, so he might not see it's a 10-10, but he should tell by the very early age up, of course. He's still sending 2 villagers forward, so going to have a forward base here for probably a barracks and maybe an artillery foundry.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I just don't know what Tiff's gonna do when he gets up. I mean, he's obviously gonna queue up Sepoy.
Yeah, they're up on the same time. He's queuing up Sepoy. Let's see units in queue. Yeah,
Gurkha.
Sepoy. Gurkha actually, yeah.
Okay. That feels better to me to at least mix some Gurkha. Rack's coming up from Duck right now, but I mean, if Duck kind of identifies the faster age up time and knows that he doesn't need to rush as fast. That'll be really good for him. Like, he's already kind of done some free damage just by forcing his opponent to age up in that awkward timing that he's chosen to go for.
Yes.
And he got a full batch of 5 Gurkha, but like, once again, you know, there's not really much value in making Gurkha. Like, you want to be using your Agriforce to help you cut corners, not just to still make units anyway. But it might end up working out for him because he's actually got, this could be an interesting timing.
Yeah, he's really
especially if he had sent like 5 Sepoy with this or something. He could have actually denied the first batch of units out of the racks. This will still do a lot of damage though because the 2 elephants there.
Yeah, but 5 Janissaries.
5 first, okay.
Yeah, if the 5 gens pop out now.
Pretty big here. They're gonna come in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, the 5 gens should pop out of the barracks fairly soon now. Yeah, there it is. 5 more, so he's got 9 gens left, and he's using his hero to slow down the army of Tit, but backing away again.
That 1 gen
in the forest.
Oh, it's gonna die.
Should go out before the Sepoy rush back in. Oh, now it's dead.
He's gonna save it. It's dead.
No, it's dead. Yeah, that's a shame. 1 less Janissary.
And so far, this is like, you know, this early creation of units has worked out quite well for Tit. I'm surprised he's not just parked on that barracks though. If that had been a 3 Hussar shipment, maybe this would have been a lot scarier for him to play into. But 5 gens as it stands, pretty easy to kite from.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe he didn't expect a Gurkha, so he thought, I'm going to send 5 Janissaries against the Sepoy. But the Gurkha, of course, got a longer range and are able to kite the Janissaries quite nicely. Now sending 700.
Age up right now.
Yeah, he's going to age up. He sent
that could be really good. I mean, the 2 cannons are really going to be hard for Tit to deal with, since he did go for this low eco, lots of units, kind of, you know, be ready for colonial play. You know, I mean, this really could work out well for him.
Yeah, I wonder what Tit is going to do against this. Of course, he's still only got a few Gurkha. Let's see, at all his units, he's got 9 Gurkha and 2 Sepoy. He's not gonna get the barracks down in time with that. So he really has no way to push right now. So what do you think is the best act for Tit here? Oh, he sends 5 Sepoy.
I think Tit's got to push on this and go for the rack skill. He may not. Oh, is he going to? He might not push yet. He might just be posturing, and then but when he sees the H up any second now, he's definitely going to push.
Yeah. The H up is now 1/3, and okay, we had a little bit of a lag spike there. He should expect this H up, or maybe he should expect another push. He can use his heroes to scout, of course, because if he's pushing now, he can definitely take down the barracks. Maybe hunt down some villagers.
Yeah, and he's playing too passively with the amount of army he's made. Like, one of the number 1 rules in this game is you got to use your army if you've made army, and he should be pretty comfortable with that amount of units just to at least poke, right? I mean, what can really completely ruin you right now? But as it stands, he's gonna come down here, and it would have been nice for him to also have taken this treasure that Duck's gonna basically deny. 40% HP would have been quite nice on the elephants, but lots of freezing. I wonder he may come in here and catch. May catch this army out of positioning. He's gonna get the treasure.
Yeah, he's getting this
Oh
treasure,
god.
but of course the map was already scouted, so
There's
he's...
like so much freezing lag right now.
Yeah,
Like, what is going on here?
this is really bad. Of course, he already scouted the treasure, so he saw the deers attacking and moving and such, so he knew the army was there, or at least the hero was there. So
And I don't even think that he wanted to move up on that. I think he just kind of got forced into it because of the lag that he was running into.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
probably.
it cost him like 5 gens.
Yeah, so this is definitely, and still he's not gonna get the treasure, which means Tit is gonna get that treasure, which is very good for his heroes. He can already tank a lot with the elephants. He should go back for the treasure. It's 40% armor. Well,
I mean, at this point, the game's freezing too much for anyone to even play. Unfortunately,
yeah,
so.
definitely. I hope.
I don't know what's going on here.
I have no dropped frames, so I don't think this can be me. I also got 150 FPS. So, anyways, what is this? He definitely lost a lot of Janissaries here. Let's look at units lost. Oh, I cannot even click on that. Okay. Building a market now in his base. Maybe he's got some wood left. He's got 300 wood left in his inventory. Market seems still very surprising to me, actually. Okay, looks like we are
That's it. Continue being
continuing.
active.
Okay, so he saw the H up just now and now uses that knowledge to push in again. 4 hussars and 5 janissaries and more janissaries in the back, but he should definitely back out of this. Well,
I don't think he wants to be in this. I'm surprised if he did. He really wants to wait for the 2 cannons.
yeah, perhaps if he can snipe down the sepoy fast enough, the hussars can do some damage against the Gurkha, but I think the army is just a little bit too big at this moment, so he's trying to back out of it, which is of course a little bit harder with the lag probably. The commands get a little bit lagged. Diplomatic intrigue from Tit. Let's see with what civilization he's going to ally. That can be either British or Ottoman.
Here comes the 2 falconets, and he's just gotten so many free unit kills this game.
Yeah, definitely. Also part of the lag, of course, because it's hard to respond with your units when it's lagging so hard.
Yeah, the 2 falconets have to do so much work here for there to be a good chance.
Yeah, he's got no other military buildings. He built a market, which I find surprising, instead of something like an artillery foundry or a barracks. I don't know what.
Man, I don't understand this. This freezing is kind of ridiculous. Like, this is, I hit the pause button. I don't think this is playable.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what the lag spikes are.
Yeah, I don't really understand either. I don't understand. I just wish that people could like stay connected to the internet if they're gonna play this game, especially like in a tournament setting. You gotta stay connected.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's definitely not me. Let's just ask. Yeah, it looks like it is Tit, because he cannot like respond during the frozen state of the game. He's always only responding when the game is already running again. So that's an indication that it could be Tit. let's just see what is happening here.
Alright. I'm gonna unpause it. Alright, here we go. It's still freezing like a motherfucker.
Okay, well, now we're continuing again, and looks like the two Falconets have arrived. They're already in their firing state, but not in range of the units yet. So duolckrad losing a lot of units again.
Quite well here.
Yeah, they definitely need to do a lot of damage against this huge infantry army. There are 3 gardeners also here, so
he's okay, honestly. I mean, as long as you, against India HQ, as long as you have enough. Unpack again, just as long as you don't get any melee attacks on those, like he's gonna block them right here. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, well, I hope his Janissaries can actually do enough damage. The gardeners might take down, yeah, there's this. One of the Falconets already down. And
I think he's actually gonna win this fight quite hard.
Yeah, the Falconet, also the second one, also down now. And now duolcrad's got nothing left really. You only got the barracks on half HP, and that's really all he's got for
there's nothing you can do here.
Yeah,
no.
He sent 8 gens, but that's not going to be enough.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, at this point, there's just nothing that really he can do. Right? Duck really doesn't have any shipments that deal with this well. He has no racks. He barely has 200 wood to rebuild his racks.
Yeah,
he's going to build stable, I guess, and go for cow archers. I don't know what he's going to build here. He's
not even able to hunt. All the hunts are far outside of his base. So this seems like a lost game to me. And
yeah, this is definitely
I think duolcrad will
lost game. I don't even know what Duck could even reasonably hope to accomplish here. I'm looking like he just got a shipment in.
Yeah, he's got a shipment, but now also 4 sours here and more sepoy joining. He got some Janissaries here left, of course from the 8 he shipped, but is he actually going to ever defeat this army? I don't think so.
I mean, the only hope is like somehow he gets like an insane spot he popped that like splash damages all those units down.
Yeah, well, Tit is not looking or something, because even then any pop of units can be killed by this army, I feel, even its Mamelukes or spy.
I think Spotty would do quite well here actually with the splash damage. Like that one cluster right in the middle there would take quite a lot of damage.
Popping a villager out to shoot down a Minuteman on 0 HP, clever. But losing so many villagers here, he's got 70, 60 villagers left. Now 5 Abiskins plus 6 Minutemen popping out.
You're saying for the Minutemen, okay, that makes sense.
But now, yeah, that is definitely gotta go back here, but now got 8 sours coming, so he can just push into this army, I feel. The Janissaries are not going to be enough against this huge Cav army. And,
yeah.
2 elephants also coming in.
Even the elephants alone are quite strong. Yeah, definitely. This is a game for him.
Oh, yeah,
he just lost so many stands in the early game just by getting poked around.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Game number 1 of Tit versus duolckrad, and in favor of Tit here, so nice job to him. And now we're going to go into our second game. Oh, I didn't view the post game actually, but yeah, I don't think it's too big of a problem this time. Next time I will remember to view the post game.
Yeah, it's no big deal. That game was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, exactly. I think if duolckrad wasn't actually going for the treasure at the left side, maybe Tit might not have pushed out so early, and that might have actually been made a a difference here.
Yeah. I don't know. That game was just kind of it was definitely not one of the more exciting games of the tournament, to put it that way.
Okay, yeah, Chit has got to choose a civ first, and after that duolckrad can choose his civ, and next game is just going to alternate. So it's not the winner picks first, but it's alternating picking, but the winner of game 1 has to start the alternating of the pickings.
Yeah.
Okay, duolckrad has to reload the map. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what map are we going to play. Mendocino we're going to play on, and looks like it's going to be a Brit mirror. Okay.
Yeah, this should be another kind of interesting thing to see. I wonder what Tit's gonna do, because mostly, like, he just doesn't really play the standard way, right? Like, probably gonna do some like double racks or something crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and with the lag like that, you can't reliably kite anything, which is actually a huge issue.
Yeah, that's definitely an issue you have to take into account. I hope this
like,
game
if you can't
will be a little
reliably
bit
kite,
better.
then if someone goes on like full musket, you just can't win. Like, because you can't poke around the tower, you can't poke around your racks. You just have to lose, and it's kind of unfortunate. It takes a lot of the depth out of the game. So hopefully it won't lag this time.
Yeah, definitely. Ted is going to rejoin to load the map here. What is going on here?
I don't know. Like, it's just been riddled with difficulties.
Okay, looks like he's here.
Alright, we're good to go now.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to duolckrad versus Tit game in the round of 64 in the ESOC Spring Championships 2017 on the map Mendocino. Okay, I think that was it. It's going to be a British mirror, and I'm here with H2O to cast for you. So you were talking about a double Rex. Is that something you would do in this matchup, or what were you trying to explain exactly there?
Oh, I was just thinking, like, I was saying it's going to be, if it's laggy and you have more units, you get to do a lot more damage with them, because generally the way that you deal with more units is you kind of like can position around buildings and poke at the edge of the units, that kind of thing. And none of that's on the table when it's 2 seconds of command lag and you can't move your units. So I'm thinking, you know, if I were gonna try to abuse that lag, I'd probably just go like double racks, like the 700 gold build, and make it really hard to win.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yes, that lag is not something, well, you should actually be taking into account, but yeah, you kind of have to if it's really going to be as laggy as last game. Looks like 100 coin on the floor for both of them. 60 wood, a nice treasure, might be picked up by duolckrad fairly soon here, if Tit is not going for it. And let's see what other treasures we have. Not very interesting ones actually. No, I think that 60 wood is one of the best actually to get early on. Medicine man, a warrior, a scout, and another tomahawk.
Yeah, there's actually nothing really good spawn this game. There's this like the 235 gold in the middle is actually one of the better things on the map right now.
Yeah, maybe
that's not even
XP if you get it early on, but okay, 60 wood for duolckrad, so definitely an advantage for him treasure-wise, because it's one of the best ones you can get easily. There's of course the 335 coin in the middle, but you will have to do at least 2 crack shots on it, so you cannot take that very easily.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like duolckrad not building a market, so not using his coin early on, while Tit is building a market and gathering a bit of his coin to sell it for wood and also to do hunting dogs. So I think that's a little bit of an advantage for Tit already. Of course he's got the same amount of villagers, same amount of houses, but he's got hunting dogs, so that will help him with a 10% increase in gathering rate.
Yep. And second house is coming down for duolckrad now.
Okay, well, yeah, so using his 60 wood in the end, so it evens out a little bit. Of course it doesn't really matter if you have an extra veil or hunting dogs early on.
Yeah, they break pretty much even in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So do you, yeah, Tit already got his hunt fairly close to his town center. Well, the one of duolckrad started a little bit closer, I feel, but now being herded back to his town center, so that's good for him. And looks like
really it starts looking just a little bit smoother for Tit. He's just been able to get a second hunt under his TC relatively early. He's got the hunting dogs going. A duck is up a vill earlier though, which is quite nice, I think.
Yeah, a vill or maybe just some time. It's now even, so let's see when he's getting 18 vills.
But duck has one extra house, so.
Yeah, but he's just a few seconds behind.
He did H1 vill sooner, which is really important actually in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it's about having the tower control in the middle, right? So.
Yeah, so as you can see now, duolckrad is almost at 50% of H-up and Tit is still at 1/3, so he's definitely ahead. Let's see how he's going to use that, because Tit already going forward with a villager, trying to get some line of sight with a house. And duolckrad not got any villager forward yet, so. Of course, the center here is something very important to control. You've got a good treasure, a good a small hunt, a good mine, and 2 trade posts very close to each other. So.
And it's not even really about the resources. It's more just about the like the way the map works. You can kind of go around through 3 different ways, right in the middle, or like go like around the top or the bottom. And if you control the middle, it gives you a lot of control over where units are able to go, right? So all the hunts like in the back up here are much safer. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because of the 2 big like craters in the map on the north and south side of the map, there's only 3 ways really you can go from your base to the enemy's base, and if you control the middle, that's one of those ways just shut down for the enemy, so it gives you a lot more control and the enemy a lot less. Okay, let's see. His tower is actually in base. duolckrad is going to be fairly defensive here. Tower right in his base next to his hunt. Well, Tit is going to the right side, going to secure some map here. a mine and a hunt. So different play styles.
Yeah, and not really using the faster Egypt too much of an advantage here, right? By staying in base like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, and he pulled all his fills onto a gold mine by mistake, it looks like.
Yes. No market yet also for duolckrad, so I hope he will be building once pretty soon to get his eco up a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty important to do for sure.
Of course, duolckrad has got the scout running around, so he might be able to do some scout, might be able to see those 5 musketeers, but he's going in stealth, so I think he's just too late to see them, but I'm not.
It's okay though, because
sure.
he's gonna. It depending on how this explorer fight goes, he could get caught with quite badly here, but it looks like he might be able to make it out.
Explorer is going in melee, which means all his units are. Right? Yeah, so Tit is going to win this fight early on.
That's not a bad trade though. 2 muskets for the 1 musket really for the tomahawk. Yeah, okay, fine. 2 muskets for the tomahawk and the explorer isn't horrible.
Yeah,
the explorer is a big tank, right?
And now he can actually take down some musketeers.
He can do the same thing right back.
Yeah,
right?
this is.
He can get all the muskets. Perfect. Overextension by Tit. You're getting punched a little bit.
Yeah. Tit definitely overextended here. I mean.
But he's letting him get away though. He totally let him get out of this one.
Yeah. So. Tit really overextended there. He knew more muskets would be coming, and duolckrad didn't really use his hero correctly here to slow down the muskets. So both of them got small mistakes, but in the end it's pretty much even. I think, let's see, military units, 11 against 13. Okay, so that's fairly even. duolckrad, yeah. Let's see, second barracks now coming up. duolckrad still got no hunting dogs, no market upgrades whatsoever. Well, Tit is already on steel traps and gangstall and great coat, so I think duolckrad should definitely go ahead and research on his market.
Yeah, economically, Duck is somehow really far behind. Like he must have a ton of houses in progress or something. I guess he's got a ton of wood in general.
Yeah, he's got 380 wood, but he's like 7 villagers behind, or economic recalculated population, and that's pretty significant.
Yeah, he's actually just so far behind right now, and there's no reason for it, right? I mean, there's been no harassment really done to him.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna get caught again over here at the muskets, and I mean, you can see that he's saving the wood for the text, right? And then when his 5 villas comes in, he'll be okay. But where did that wood go, right? That he's, I guess Tit's been chopping wood this entire time. Quite a few villagers, and he can do that, right? Because he's got the musket lead.
Yeah, but now he just lost here 6 marks for like nothing, and he sent 6 more musketeers from his home city. So he really should be in a military advantage because of his shipment, but he really isn't. He's now on a 4 villager advantage. He's killing some villagers in Tit's base though, so he has had to call Minutemen, which is good for him. So that's a small victory. But he's now 4 military units behind, of course because of the Minutemen. But
well, he's just down 6 villas. He sent 6 muskets. Oh, but he could catch the musket fight here.
Okay.
Attack? No. Okay. Now it turns quite bad because now he's sandwiched between his other 5. And now he's going to lose quite a few muskets. I think this might actually be the game-winning blow here for him.
Yeah, exactly. You see the 1 musket from the left might actually. Oh, I thought that maybe he was going to slow down the entire group, but he's just going to kill it off. They really can't get away easily. More muskets on the left here from duolckrad, but the group was already now thinned out, so no chance for him.
And they were even on, they're like even on military population, but not all the muskets for green are there. But what's more concerning is just the fact that he's behind by the 6 villas still the whole game, right?
Yeah, exactly. So just from early on he was behind on both tech on the market and raw villager population, and that really shows here in his military population, and also the pathing and the placement of his units was just trying to get away, but the lag again being very annoying here.
Yeah, it's very problematic. I don't know what to say really. I mean, there's no need for the lag at this point.
duolckrad just keeps losing more musketeers here, tries to run away, but not really.
Yeah, well, too laggy to run. What can you do, man? It's literally too laggy to do anything.
Yeah.
And now he's down by 7 bills. I mean, he has musketeer attack, but he hasn't sent the 5 bill card yet. If he had sent that, then he'd only be down a couple of bills from the houses. Really, I mean, he really could still come back in this game because he does have, he's up by 1 card as far as grades go. Like this fight is going to go very well for him, even with the numbers.
Yeah, he's got the damage card, but the numbers are just so far in favor of.
But they're not. He's only down by 5 muskets. Here comes
the but still,
and he's got to take this. If he takes this fight right now, he's only down by like 5 muskets, I think, in that fight right there.
Yeah, but now he's 10 muskets behind, and the villager population is just 10 in favor of Tit, which is just great. Just huge. Even gets raided in his base a little bit. I don't see how he comes back from this.
Yeah, I don't see how
yeah, tries to get a raid here, but will get spotted by the manor houses. Well, he's getting raided hard. To the right of that. Okay, so this fight is good for him, right? He's got 2 upgrades, well, Tit's got only 1.
Yeah, the problem is he's losing all his bills on the side.
Yeah, he's losing so many villages. It's 32 against 50 right now, and only going to be switching more.
Yeah, he's just continued to lose bills here.
Yeah, and also the military population. Soon Tit will also have the 2nd upgrade for the HP, and from that point he will have more musketeers, and they will be both have got all the upgrades, so no more advantage for duolckrad.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do from this position. I mean, he's down by 20 bills, and he has less units.
And
even that 1 HP musket in his base is hard to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, here, and this is one of those situations where he won't turn around in time, I'm sure, and lose 5 muskets. Yeah, there's 5 muskets. Just like that.
Yeah, he's not really even able to fight here, just running away from the muskets.
Yeah, even if he had his full armor here, I guess this is pretty much all of Tit's units are right there, with the exception of like these 10 reinforcing muskets. So that's like 50 muskets right there.
Yeah. Right now Tit can just go into his base and start sieging the towns if he wants to.
Yeah, that's probably where his next time to play is more or less going to be just forcing this big fight and ending the game.
Yeah, and you can see it in the score difference also. It's just almost got twice the points, so that's really a decisive victory for Tit here.
Yeah.
Well, GG. Congratulations, Tit.
Pretty uneventful series. I think he just kind of rolled over him.
Yeah, definitely. We saw some good play by him in the early game. He did age up fairly quickly and also managed to get catch some messages from Tit here, who was overextending, but overall, Tit just... sorry for the lag, okay, so it is Tit.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do something about it. I mean, yeah, like we can't. Next time we'll probably have to like stop the series or something. We have to think about it.
Definitely.
It's not really fair to have to play through that.
Yeah, let's see at the military unit count. Duolckrad was a little bit ahead early on, but fairly soon Tit got ahead. Villager population.
Yeah, the all resources gathered graph is pretty much the problem. You can see the difference spanning out over time.
Yeah, those market upgrades.
6 builds in the market up sooner.
Does he even have market upgrades in the end of the game? No, he doesn't. Still doesn't have hunting dogs. Oh wait, you can actually not see it anymore. Okay, so I don't know what he's got because I can't see anymore, but his hunting dogs was just very late and his other tech too. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was game number 2 of Duolckrad versus Tit in the ESOC Spring Championships 2017, and Tit won 2-0, as some have predicted already, but still I think it was a nice watch where a lot of points bet on this result, so a lot of winners going to be here in the betting tournament.
Yeah, it should be. I wonder. I bet you most people voted for Tit. Would be my guess. I mean, he did have the yellow advantage and everything, right?